Hello and welcome to the internet. My name is JakeDragon7 and welcome to today's episode of Let's Play Freedom Planet. So in the previous episode, we started off Mila's story. And today we're going to continue on to Fortune Knight and, come on, I know this stage. Sky Battalion. So yes, getting things started here. No, I want to jump up. Go up, please. God damn it. Okay. So. Now, things aren't too different, but one thing I did notice, especially last episode, and just from doing some other levels, is that there really are a lot of differences when playing as Mila, especially compared to the other two characters. Like, Mila's story does definitely feel the most different, which I think, especially from this point onward, is really just a part of Mila kind of being more of like a supporting character for a lot of the game, like as in she'll like come in the stage and give you like health and stuff during boss fights. But here, she is the character you're playing as. So she can't really give herself health and stuff like that. And, I mean, the other two characters certainly won't do that. So she's kind of left on her own in a lot of situations, which I wouldn't exactly say is a good thing, because she's not exactly fit to fend for herself. I mean, she kind of is, it's just... Okay, I don't know how many hits that thing takes, but I don't feel like sticking around and actually figure out. Okay. Just to make things a little easier on myself. Grab the shield. Alright. So... Alright. It kinda sucks that it's so hard for her to take out things in the air. But, I mean, she does kind of have the best tool for avoiding conflict. At least in the middle of a level. Okay. And I love doing it. Like, I can pretty much never actually make that work. But sometimes I can make it so that her thing can, like, push you backwards and give you a bunch more momentum. Yeah, and it's something I only pull off, like, occasionally, but it's really fun whenever I do. Okay, then. I just realized... This song, okay, so obviously this game's soundtrack is the game in general has a very Sonic-y vibe. Shit, there's a song in Sonic Colors that I'm like getting a ton of deja vu of right now. Would it be? Ah, fuck, I forget what the world is called, but I'm thinking, I swear to God, this sounds so much like the music in the... I don't remember if the beginning of the game lets you do levels in any order. It's like the third world of the game. I think it's like... It's the Carnival one. If you've played the game, you probably know what I'm talking about. I feel like this sounds so much like music from that area. Maybe because of a little bit of Aquarium Park, which, by the way, has... such killer music. Sonic Colors in general is really killer music. I definitely do want to let's play that game someday. It's by far one of my favorite platformers. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, it's by far one of my favorite platformers. It's such a fun game. So yeah, let's see. One thing to note about the blocks, actually, that I didn't mention last episode, is that their trajectory does kind of depend on your momentum. So if you're standing still, they won't travel very far. But if you're moving, even just a little bit, they travel a lot further. So pretty important to keep that in mind when trying to do things with the blocks. Alright, so let's jump up here, I guess. And yeah, we kind of show up a little bit after the things that Carol and Lilac were doing at that point in the level. So that's kind of neat. Okay. I'll take it, I guess. Alright. So... screw it. I'll see what happens. Alright. Something that also kind of bothers me about her shields is that she can move them in 6 directions. She can move them in, like, everywhere except up and down, pretty much. Which isn't always the... Which, I mean, mind you, like, I feel like that those angles wouldn't be super useful, but there are definitely times where I wish she could more directly attack right below her. Particularly below her. I feel like it's not as often where I want to attack above with Mila. But still. Okay. Yeah, I went like really horizontal that time. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the piano thing this time. Screw that. Let's keep moving. I'm trying to... I feel like... I'm trying to think of something Lucia would say. It sounds similar to that. Since I play, like, healers in Overwatch, mostly. Yeah. I kind of think of something like that. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Don't know if I'll be able to get that shield down there, but I'd like to. Okay. Just in time, too. Alright. I should have quicker than me. I feel like this area was put in here just so I could dig. Okay, cool game. Alright. Doesn't seem like her shields block that, but maybe it's just because of the fact that the attack itself is kind of big. So that could be messing with it a little bit. And we have to fight this thing again! Yay! I mean, it's so different in the other playthroughs, but still. Oh, I'm sorry, you're Wario now. That's cool. I guess. Yeah. So... Oh, fuck, okay. Fine, I'll just walk up here. Jeez, no need to be like that, buddy. Alright, now this fight here is actually pretty damn cool, if you ask me. So, albeit, yes, it is quite challenging, but it's a pretty cool idea. So, instead, of course, just like in the main fight, all three of the playable characters are actually a part of it here. But this time, when he plays Mila, she actually does stay on the plane with Twerk. So yeah, you can jump, but Twerk will always track your position, like, perfectly. Now, he does have all the same attacks he does normally, but they will behave a bit differently in some instances, particularly now they're targeting you instead of Lilac. Or Carol, although I kind of neglected to mention her because she's not here right now. But yeah, now I don't believe there's any way to get healing in this version of the fight, which is something you do get with Lilac and Carol. So that'll certainly make the fight a lot more doable. Not that it's a super challenging boss, it's just that, like with Mila, pretty much every boss is a challenge. No. Angle it straight. Crap. Alright. First boss death of the series. Expect to see many more of that, those. I was trying to say those and them at the same time. Brain, please remember what your point is. Okay, so I started to play a lot more patient trying to use barriers to block myself from a lot of the projectile attacks. And just sort of using the blast after a series of projectiles. It's a bit tricky, but not nearly as bad as some of the other bosses we have later on. Still though, the fact that it feels like in a lot of situations you're so like pressured to get a block, but you can't because of how long it takes to spawn, it is immensely annoying. And then only be compounded later on. Either way though, here we are in Sky Battalion, and I just immediately jumped into a giant-ass laser. The sun is a deadly laser. Okay though. So yeah, let's see here. Grab this. Alright, that takes him out in one hit. Wow, Franz actually managed to avoid those stupid laser things. Pretty cool. Alright. Get rid of all that. Okay. Crap. Alright. God damn it. Still died, but like... Alright, there we go. Now I believe we do have a mini boss right here. So... yay to that. Oh, really? Can't block that? Wait. Okay, well that's probably because I walked into it in all fairness. So I guess if you just be perfectly still, you're safe. How reassuring. Either way, was able to take it out pretty quickly, so that's good. Alright, so let's move on to the fire ship, I believe is the next one. Of course, after we destroy these cannons. Alright, yeah, so we'll be going to the fire ship next. It all changed when the Fire Nation attacked. I've already made a joke like that. It's not funny, like, at all. But, whatever. I decided to do it. Sue me. Alright. I knew I had managed to hold on to that flame shield from earlier, eh? I don't know why I suddenly decided to be a bit Canadian about how I said that, but sure, it works. Only you can stop forest fires? And I don't... yeah. Sure. Alright. probably move my controller down a little bit. The way I'm sitting right now, it's a lot easier for me to keep my controller up higher, closer to the mic, but I have been trying to not do that recently. Just for the sake of... just because I imagine it's probably a bit more pleasant. The controller sounds aren't quite as loud. So, you know, just trying to do little things to make my content a bit better. Okay. Let's see. I'll just get rid of that because I can't double jump with it. Oh yeah, that's another thing that sucks about the blocks, by the way. You can't double jump when you have it. Which makes her even more restricted. Okay. Crap. This is going to be a bit annoying. Alright, so actually it was not quite as hard as I thought it would be. Okay. Get that. Oh, really? Didn't kill it immediately? Okay, there we go. For a second I'm like, where the hell is Torque? That's not good. Alright, so lastly the Earth ship. Can I make it onto it? Yeah, cool. Okay. So... yeah, I've always found this level to be pretty fun. I think the segmented nature of it is pretty interesting. Generally care about like maze, like there's a bit of non-linearity and you can kind of choose in what order you want to do things in the level. It's the same here, although there is a much more defined, obvious path to go along. You're not really forced into it, which I think is pretty cool. Holy crap, was that a new card I never collected before? What? Okay then. That's interesting. And why do I feel like I'm seeing more metal in the Earth ship than I was in the metal ship? I just feel like it's something I might want to point out. It seems a little ironic, even though metal is somewhat earthly. Oh well. Let's not harp on it. Let's get to the boss. Or mini boss. This mini boss. Oh god, okay. Probably just has like one more hit. That was surprisingly easy. Okay. Didn't even take a hit. Let's just make sure I'm all good to go here. Alright, so we have the boss now. The first fight against Prince Dale. Okay. Alright. Just in this boss will cycle about 5 times. Generally, it's better to just try to get hit. I mean, obviously, I guess the same can be said for most bosses, but definitely try to take out his tail as quickly as possible, just because you really don't want to be getting hit too much. Since that's really the main problem with Mila. It's that she goes down way too quickly. So being able to maximize how many you're hitting can make this fight go by quicker, thereby meaning you're less likely to get hit. The fact that I also have a shield right now is definitely helping me out in the not getting hit department. Okay, I didn't hit any right there, but that happens. Let's be ready for this. And crap. The blast is definitely more useful in this fight than it is in most, I'd say. Like, obviously, I'd say it's actually pretty useful in just about every fight. But especially in this boss, since it has, like, multiple weak points you have to be hitting, it's pretty damn important to get good use out of it. I remember actually struggling with it a lot the first time I fought it, but right now I'm not fighting it too bad. As I say that, I am starting to get less hits here, which is not exactly a good sign. But still, I'm at max health, and it's the very end. Yeah. I managed to do that pretty much without getting hit. I mean, I definitely did get hit at some point or another, but I had the shield, so it didn't look like it. So we can just pretend that was a no-hit run, right? Right. So anyway, I hope you managed to find some form of enjoyment on today's episode of Let's Play Freedom Planets. If you did, perhaps consider leaving a like, maybe even subscribing to see the rest of the series. So yeah, hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you all in the future. Bye.